Yeah, put it this way, people coming to you asking, where are you from? What language do you speak? You answer them the way you answer them, and they say, no, 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 no. I mean, where are you from? Where are you from? And here you are, you stood there, you are not sure now what to say. Yeah, hello, my name is Elsie, and I am a native of Zimbabwe. I'm the owner of the Vision Production. I'm a writer, I'm a speaker, and I'm also a poet. And on this channel, I talk about cultures, traditions, culture shock, lifestyles, and everything in between. As a native of Zimbabwe, I encounter a lot of culture shocks, situations that I did not expect. And this is my focus on this channel. Today, we are bringing a hot topic today of diasporas, those who are in the diaspora, who have moved to the motherland, those who have moved to different parts of this world, but mainly those who have moved to the motherland, to Africa, and those who still stay, for example, in the Western world, wherever they are, I would just say, because in this world, African people, they are everywhere. So therefore, wherever you are saying you are a diaspora from where, Germany, Italy, wherever you are part of this. So this is really the big hard topic. Some people, I have heard YouTube after YouTube after YouTube, they feel that they are not supposed to be um, Africans, or they are not Africans. And some people, they feel furious. Um, why are you not accepting that you're African? And I really came up here. I don't talk about these topics, but because I feel that I have a say so, I think I have a little bit of some understanding about this, being a person who is from Zimbabwe and I live in America, and I have my own children who are Americans. So therefore, I can feel both ends. I can understand what this really means, and the kind of like the culture issue that's there, that maybe a lot of the people, they are not even addressing. I don't think people, they are addressing the culture situations that's there. I can say freely, I can say, someone comes and asks me, where are you from? I can say freely, I'm from Zimbabwe. Whereas my own children, someone come to them and say, where are you from? They say, I'm from America. We could be standing right there together. It don't matter. My children are Americans. And why do they feel so American? What is that? I think that's where we are, what we are going to really focus on today, because there's a reason why they feel they are Americans. When I am their mother, I'm Zimbabwean. And even though their father is American, he's also, in a sense, African, but they feel American. Goes to my other family members, they even had a hard time when someone say, where are you from? Because they want to try and put this thing together. They try to figure out, I'm not sure. Am I from Ghana? Am I from Kenya? Am I from Rwanda? Am I from, I don't know, because my ancestors were brought here on slavery, during slavery time. So I don't know. So how can these people identify themselves? Where can they say I am from? So my thing is, for both people, those who claim I'm just American, or I'm just British, or I'm just Germany, I'm just whatever they claim, whatever they say they are. I want to understand them because I understand where they are coming from. And also, I want to understand the people who feel, even though I was born here, my father was born here, my grandfather was born here, I am still not American. I am African. I understand both things. And I think here there is a question of identity, because there is choices here. That's another point I want to bring. There's choices. There are some who are here because they made a choice. I made a choice to be in America. My husband did not make a choice, neither his father, neither his grandparents. And then there's also my children. They were born here. They did not make that choice. And that's an interesting thing there, because when it comes to choice, all of us at some point, we come to a point where we did not make that choice. You were even born, you did not make a choice. Where you were born, you did not make that choice. The culture that you were born in, the nationality you were born in, you did not make that choice. So therefore, I think in reality, I think those choices have to be made again, right? I think those choices have to be made again, because if I come here, I had my children, I had them here, they did not make that choice. If they feel like they want to identify themselves as a Zimbabwean, then that means that they might have to take some steps to do whatever it takes to be identified as a Zimbabwean. Those also who did not make a choice by being forced, even more complicated, because they cannot just say, I am going to go where they pull me, because they don't even know where they were pulled from. So where can they identify themselves with? And that's where I want the other people to really understand, those who feel like you are neglecting that you are African. I don't think so. I don't think these people are neglecting that they are African. I think what's there really is about being. Where do they feel the being? Where do they feel a belonging? I hope you are all with me. Everyone wants to feel a belonging. Everyone wants to feel I belong over here. Even a house. We are not going too far. Just a house. You want to feel that this is your house. And some people, they feel a belonging with a job. Some people, they feel a belonging with whatever career they are doing. So I think it's a question of really belonging, not to be in this bewildering type of a situation every single time. Where are you from? And they're trying to figure out, well, I well, my ancestors were, taken. I think it's complicated. So for them, they feel, well, I rather just say I'm American, I'm British, I'm Germany, I'm whatever it is. But I think if they want to, they can make that choice. I don't think even if anyone wants to force them, they will feel any belonging to that place. Just like those who still don't feel today a belonging here because they were forced. So I don't think this transitional thing is going to be a forced thing. It's going to be a pure transitional thing, because if you force someone, it's going to come a time where that is not going to work. It's going to come a time where they don't feel like this is their thing. My other video, and you can watch it, shortly after this, you can watch that video. I talk about the diasporas who go to Africa and they feel they are not wanted there. You can watch that video. And with that, I'm adding on to this one that you can't force someone to. I think everybody has to transitioning into this thing on their own without being forced. When they start feeling that feel of saying, I really want that belonging, there's so many things that people are doing now. There is DNA that you can do, and you can track back and you can find out where you come from, where your ancestors come from. That's a choice. That's a choice. You do that and you feel good. But if you do that and you feel again like, I wish I didn't even do it. Maybe you don't like the place where where the DNA point out to say that's where you come from. There's no telling. Some people really, they don't want to hear about being African. Unfortunate, but it's what it is. Some people, they don't want to hear about that. Some people, all they picture is this Africa that is the way they were told. But Africa is not all the way like that either. So I think this is a choice thing. And I also feel that when people, they say, I'm just American, as I have said before, they want a belonging, they want a connection, they want to connect with something. What do we connect with? We connect with things like language, we connect with things like culture, we connect with things like dressing, connect things like food. And if a person don't have all that, they don't feel that belonging. They don't feel they are a part. So I think both the African, the natives, the diaspora, I think both need some, I would say, some real serious education about one another and learn one another and be understanding to one another, but not to trash other people and crush them and, because you feel this way and, I don't think so. I think there should be some real understanding. And most of all, I think there should be some education. Some education to go along with any theory we can put out there. We need education along with that to say, why do we say this? Why do we feel this should be this way? I think that's what I think so. So some education is my main point here. And I hear people, or they talk about, well, I'm not like this. I belong here. This is my place. That's fine. That's your place. But do you have enough education about the place that you say it's mine? And the other people, do you have enough education about why this person feel this way? So both people, it looks like, for the most part, maybe they don't have any kind of education. So therefore, you just feel like this person is feeling this way and this person is just pushing this way, and everybody is on their own thinking what they want to think. So this is all I have today. It's kind of like an open ending thing. It's not the end of this talk because it's in session. It's an ongoing thing. I think it's one of those that's going to go on for a very long time. So as we gather information, we'll bring it up. It's all connected to the cultures that I deal with, that I talk about. It's connected because without culture, without the tradition, you don't feel a belonging. And I understand that. So this is all I have for you today. Thank you so much for coming. And those who haven't subscribed, I would like to invite you to subscribe to grow this channel, to talk about these important things, and to talk about the traditions, the cultures, the culture shock, all that before you embark your journey to go back home to Africa. It is important to understand traditions, and not only that, but to understand that you will get culture shock. And you can never say, no, I'm pretty okay. No, you're okay. But you will get culture shock. It's a real thing. So it's what it is. Thank you for watching. See you next time. Bye.